Good morning, everyone. How many times have you heard the sentence, "We will reach break-even in 18 months"? Too bad that in 90% of cases the break-even point is a kind of mirage in the desert. Everyone chases it, but few actually get there. Today we are talking about the fairy tale of break-even, how to calculate it properly, and why it is so easy to get it wrong. So let's dive right in after our intro. So first point, what break-even really is. Let's start with the basics. Break-even point is the moment when your revenues exactly cover your total costs. From that point onward, every dollar you make becomes operating profit. Sounds simple enough, right? But to calculate it, you need to separate fixed cost and variable cost. Fixed costs don't change whether you sell one product or 1,000. Rent, admin salaries, software subscriptions. Variable costs rise with sales volume. Raw materials, shipping, sales commissions. The classic break-even formula in units is this one. The denominator is called the unit contribution margin. It tells you how much each unit contributes to covering fixed costs and generating profit. And this is why break-even isn't just a date on the calendar. It's a mathematical condition. Change your prices, or if variable costs rise, your break-even moves accordingly. So now, the most common mistakes. So here is where it gets fun. In my experience, business plans almost always make one of these mistakes: underestimating fixed costs. You would be surprised how many founders forget their own salary. I won't pay myself for the first year. Okay, fine, but then your break-even isn't realistic. You are selling below the opportunity cost of your time. Again, overestimating margins. Ever seen a restaurant business plan changing 70% gross margin? So, if you underestimate variable cost, break-even will look closer than it really is. And again, ignoring seasonality and product mix. If you sell, for example, ice cream, your December break-even looks like a horror movie. And if you sell multiple products with different margins, you need a waged break-even. Again, forgetting marketing and customer acquisition costs. Reaching break-even on production cost alone is meaningless if you spend a fortune acquiring each customer. For startups, the break-even point is often more on a vague promise than a real target. Revenues are still uncertain. Pricing and business models change every 6 months. Fixed costs grow faster than sales, new hires, new software licenses, and often the strategy is growth at all costs. Intentionally spending more than you make to grow faster and grab market share. The result? Founders set a date, Q4 2025, and keep moving it forward every time the budget doesn't match reality. This chips away at investor confidence. Nobody likes a plan that shifts every quarter. And there is more. For many startups, break-even isn't even the real goal. They would rather aim for an exit or a Series A round, even if that means stay unprofitable for years. To calculate your break-even, you need 3 key numbers. Total fixed cost, everything you pay regardless of sales. The selling price, or average price if you have several products. And the unit variable cost. How much it costs to produce or deliver one unit. From here, you can calculate unit contribution margin, the absolute, and the contribution ratio in percentage. Use the margin to calculate the break-even in units, or use the contribution ratio to get break-even in revenues. The two are mathematically identical. Choose whichever format is more useful for you. Units are intuitive. We must sell 1200 units, for example, while revenue is helpful if you have multiple product lines and need a single target number. So, the break-even isn't the holy grail. You don't put it in a pitch deck as a magical data to reassure investors or banks. You use it as a tool to understand how much you need to sell just to stay afloat. So, use it to set your prices, to check whether a new product is sustainable, to plan how much cash you need to actually reach it. And remember, break-even isn't a one-time event. You can hit it, exceed it, and then drop back below if things change. It's a lighthouse, not a finish line. That's the reason why I call it the fairy tale of break-even. Not because it's a lie, but because it's often told a story that is far too simple to be true. If you want to use it as a serious planning tool, treat it for what it really is, a number that moves with your business, not a prophecy. Now, before we wrap up, I want to give a quick shout out to Morphos Studio. 3 young, brave girls who are launching a brand new fashion label for under 35s. I had the pleasure of seeing this project come to life last spring while working with them on their first business plan, and on September 15th, they officially launched their very first collection. Their brand is all about design, customization, and sustainability, all proudly made in Italy. This isn't a paid sponsorship. They are my clients and genuinely happy to support people who have the courage to create something new. You'll find their website and Instagram link in the description. So check them out, they truly deserve it. See you next week.